Welcome back to Mrs. Stewart's Crochet Club. Today, I'm going to teach you how to make this beautiful little cowl, a nice spring accessory. So this pattern, I'm not sure what I would call it. It's kind of like, I'm calling it a lattice work pattern. So it is a series of chains and then some solid double crochets, like a granny square type thing, or like a granny style thing. So I'd like you to join me. Please pick up your materials. This one I just used like a worsted weight yarn, and I used a 5.5 millimeter hook. With this pattern, the bigger and loopier, the better. And that's great because that means that this pattern will be done quickly. You'll be able to do this in a day or in a weekend, it's a nice, satisfying project. So please join me. I'm going to show you how to crochet this nice cowl. It is approximately 14 inches or 28 inches if you unfold it, but we're sewing it together at the end to be a round cowl that you can wear around your neck. You can wear it out for recess duty if you're a teacher like myself, or you could just wear it around town because it's really cute. To start our scarf, we're going to start with a slip knot, and this pattern is a multiple of 4 plus 2. So I'm going to go with 32 plus 2 for a total of 34 chains. One, 32, 33, 34. Okay, so there I have my 34 chains. And the next row is going to be, you're going to single crochet into the second loop from the hook. So single crochet. And we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet into the next stitch. Single crochet. We're going to repeat that all the way to the end. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and into the fourth one, we're going to do our single crochet. We can get it in. 1, 1, 2, 3. This is the fourth. Okay, once again, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and then single crochet into the fourth stitch. Notice how I'm holding my yarn when I do my chain. I'm actually holding onto the working bit to stabilize it and then chaining my 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet into number 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, skip 3. Skip 3, go into number 4. And the last one, chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 1, 2, 3, and go into the very last chain on the end. So our first row should have 8 little loopies here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 loops. Okay, on to the next round or the next row. From this row, we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn your work, and then into this first loop, you're going to do a single crochet. Good, chain again, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, into the next loop, single crochet. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet. So keep this pattern all the way to the end, chaining 5, and then crocheting, single crochet into the top of the next loop. Make sure it's not twisted. Okay, so here we are. We still have a little one more space to do. Once we get to the end of these loops, we're going to do a chain 2, 1, 2, and then into the top of this, the first single crochet we did in the beginning, we're going to do a double crochet just to even out the ends. So in this round, the chain 5 here counted as a double crochet in chain 2. It was kind of like a half loop. And then there was 5 into each space, or 5 and then 1 single crochet into each space until you get to the end, where you are to do chain 2 and then a double crochet. So in the next round or the next row, we're going to chain 1, turn your work. You're going to start with a single crochet into that first stitch. And in this row, instead of chaining 5, we're going to be chaining 3. So 1, 2, 3. And into the next loop, we're going to do a single crochet. We're setting up the structure for this sort of lattice work effect. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 into the next loop. Keep going to the end. 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the next loop. Three. So here we are at the very last loop. We're going to single crochet into this one. Okay, just into the loop. There's no other place to put it. Okay, so we should have now this sort of net effect growing. The next round is going to be only double crochets. So let's turn our work, or so we can do chain 3. So the next row, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. This counts as a stitch. Turn your work around. This will all sort of fall into place as we build up. In each space across, so this one is going to be 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Into the next space until the almost last, we're going to be putting 4 double crochets. So let's do 4 double crochets into each one of these chain 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next space, 4 double crochets. That's 4 into that space. Into the next space, we're going to do another 4. 4. Okay, this is the last chain 3 space. In the last chain 3 space, we're just doing 3 double crochets, and then we're going to do another double crochet into the last stitch. So 3 double crochets into the space. 1, 2, 3. And then the top of this one double crochet into this next stitch here. Okay, so that completes the structure or the base of our little scarf that we made. You should have this X spot here and then clusters of double crochets. Our next round, we're going to be going back to the chain 5 situation that we started with. So, and this one is going to be repeated. So from this chain 5 row all the way to the granny cluster, we're going to be repeating that again and again until we get to the length that we want. So here's the next row. So this is the first row of chain 5s. So we're going to chain 1, turn your work, do a single crochet in the first stitch, and then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to go between these 2 clusters with a single crochet, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, between the 2 clusters, we're going to do a single crochet, and we're going to repeat this to the end. Oops, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Between the clusters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're at their very last chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then in the top of this, the chain 3 from the previous row, you can either just slip it into that space, or you can work to find the top of that chain. I'm just going to slip it in because I think it's fine. It looks good like that. Okay, so that was that round. Moving on to the next round, we're going to turn our work. Okay, this is another chain 5 round. First, we're going to start with a chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It counts as a double crochet and chain 2, and it's making sort of like a half. It's making a half loop. Going to single crochet into the first loop, chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then single crochet into the next loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And single crochet, and this one again repeated until the end. And we're going to single crochet into the last loop, but this is not the last stitch of the row. We want to finish off with a half stitch here, or like a half chain. So we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, yarn over and double crochet into the single crochet of the last stitch. So right at the base of this chain, you'll see there's a stitch there. Double crochet into that to finish out this row. Okay, so if you'll notice on mine, it kind of looks like it's fanning. Let me see if it's in the frame. You'll notice on mine, it looks like it's fanning out. It's going to look that way until you do the next row. The next row kind of cinches it all together because it's only a chain 3. So for the next row, we're going to chain 1, turn your work, and then you're going to do a single crochet into the base of that, or into the base of that chain. Okay. Now from here, we're doing chain 3s. 1, 2, 3. Single crochet. 1, 2, 3. Single crochet into the next loop. Again, 1, 2, 3. So going into each one of these loops until you get to the end. And the last one, oops. And the last one, we're going to do 3, 1, 2, 3, oops, 3. And into this half loop, you're just going to do a single crochet. There we go. So that is actually cinching together this work a little bit more. And now onto the very last row for the repeat. It's going to be, we're going to be doing these clusters into the chain 3 that we just did. So in this next row, 1, 2, 3, through chain 3, flip your work over. In the first chain 3 space, we're going to do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3, oops, and 3. And the next spaces, we're going to be doing 4 double crochets, but the very last space, we're only going to be doing 3 and then a double crochet into the last stitch. So do 4 double crochets in the next stitches or in the next spaces until you get to the last one. Here's my last chain 3. So again, I'm going to be doing 3 double crochets into that space instead of 4. 3 into this space. And the last double crochet is going to go into this, the top of the single crochet from the previous row. Go. And that's it. That's the pattern. So from here, you're going to repeat the chain 5, chain 5, chain 3, and then the double crochets. I'm going to post that section down in the description box. So from this point, you're going to continue with the repeat that I'm going to post in the description box. And you're just going to keep going until you get it to the length that you like. For me, I went ahead and did this whole thing. And my hand is sore, but so mine is going to be a cowl. And the reason I'm stopping with this row is because I started with the chain 5s. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 2 rows, the ends, the 2 ends, and I'm going to sew them together, or I'm going to crochet them together. I might sew them together to prevent having too much of a seam. So I'm going to sew those together, and then it's going to be a nice little cowl that I can wear. I'm a teacher, so I can wear it out on my recess duty. And let me show you that once it's sewn together. And love this stitch. It's so quick, it's so fast, and it's really kind of looks fancy without being so difficult. Love this. I love it. It's nice and bunchy. It's very soft and squishy. And really, I think the amount of rows that I went, what an easy, fast activity, what an easy, fast pattern to do in a day or in a weekend or something like that. I really hope that you completed this nice project with me. I hope that you enjoy, and let me see if I can do a picture with it. I don't really like to be on camera, but I can show you how it looks to be worn. And here is the final look. I think it's quite cute. Really, it's not too droopy, and it's not like right up in my face. I think it's a really cute accessory. I don't usually make things for myself like this. I'm usually a bag sort of person. But anyways, I hope that you got a nice result. I'm going to wear this. Like, this is something I'm going to do. I don't often make wearable items for myself because I think it's too much work, actually. I really think it's too much work. So I don't know. Tell me what you think. Fancy.